Yo, what is up guys? It's Ryan Dino Orsi here today. We're playing the Stanley Parable Deluxe Edition. It came out on PlayStation, so I'm excited to play this because it actually looks really cool. And I saw a little bit of Jacksepticeye play, a little bit, but not a lot. So I don't know what I'm getting into. Have I played it? No. I guess that's fine. Please enter the current time. What is the current time? One sec. Three. 06. Maybe access from the main menu. Okay, cool. Let's just continue. Well, oh, that's cool. It's just an infinite screen. The end is never the end is never the end is loading never the end. Come on.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Okay, so
others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
That's creepy.
And Stanley was happy.
That's still creepy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So I can crouch, but there's no... One sec. I just want to check something. Controls.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
One sec. What's the... Oh, well, I must have ruined somebody's work, but yeah, this is,
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But I want to go through the right door. You can't control me.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
But I want. Do I go that way? Should I? No. I'm not gonna listen to you. I want to be chaotic for once.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
So, warning, do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. Wait, for misuse is 1,000. Jumping off it's 5,000, but if you die...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No buckets. Wait, will I build...
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
But blue door. I don't want to go through red door. I want to go through the blue door. It's blue.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Excuse me?
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope, I'm turning around.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
What is
you see?
this?
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Wait.
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Oh, wait,
Work with
what?
me. You've given me absolutely nothing
I just wanted to go
far.
against you.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this
One.
game. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Well, choices. More like I just want to mess with you, but sure.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
This is my only
Let's take a
playthrough.
look. Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
There was a competitive leaderboard?
Honest answers, please.
There was a competitive leaderboard? I missed it?
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Okay. Well, this is taking a weird turn. I just wanted to
In
mess
this
with the
game,
dude.
the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game,
But I
all
want to
about
kill
the
the baby.
desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of
What if
course,
I just
the
want to kill
message
the
of the
baby?
game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about
Punch.
4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
No, it'll die.
You heartless bastard.
Yep.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
Wait, is he gonna take me out? Wait, is he gonna kick me out so my stream cancels?
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Okay, I think I was gonna say if he just demolishes my stream, I'm gonna be sad.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about,
wait,
Stanley?
I remember
What's
I
our
remember this
backstory?
game when it came out.
What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating
out.
venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Propane.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
I wonder if me going back up. Wait, what's that over there?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No!
Oh,
I wanted to see what that was.
Stanley, what a
You
close
suck.
call. You nearly wandered off into that thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
No, you suck. Now I don't feel bad messing with
I
you.
think this will be just the thing.
Bruh. What?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly
It's
what I
Rocket
had in
League.
mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must.
One was football,
Okay,
one was
Stanley,
baseball.
here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh, yo, let's go. Oversized soccer. Nice.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I
Yes.
have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes! Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more.
What?
I'm insatiable. More balls!
More. Feel like a little kid.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having
Yes.
fun? Is this a real video game?
No, I
Well, I
don't know
sure
about
hope you're
real.
having a good time, because guess what? It's over. That's right. Your little fun comes to
What?
an end. This
What?
is my game, and what I say goes. You
What?
get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you. Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I
won't
don't
get
think you'll
bothered.
enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
What if I decide to jump down? Because you can use jump down. Will he say something? I don't know.
Hold on.
Let's go
What
into
are
it.
you doing?
Ha! You can't cage me. Oh, what is? Did I no clip?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Let's see. Is there any way to go anywhere? Wow. Byakusha. All right. So this place seems decimated. Hey, look, a light. Wonder where the narrator is. Ooh, what's this? That was a weird room. Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay. Plan. Instead of disregarding his story now, let's actually play through it right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's just listen to him this time.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
So dispute with a coworker, let it ball up inside you, take it out, passive aggressive. You just like to assure employees that everything is going to make sure your slide is a slick blue graphic, the header, and there's some bevel on the alt text. That means you must oh, I was reading that stuff. Number of slides. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Red light. Oh, it's just that. I'll go upstairs, why not? Wait, what? Panda, no! Oh, what is this? What is, was I know I said I was gonna listen to him, but like I saw the panda and I felt bad. Oh, going up. Do these lead anywhere? Will you go somewhere? Doesn't look like it goes anywhere, but okay. The executive bathroom. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but as yours, of course. Say that's a. Say it's a lovely person. I'm dead. But yeah, let's go.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. 2845.
I'm making this narrator mad. Let's go.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Oh, dang. I was gonna put it in, but... Okay.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
1 second, guys. Okay, there we go. I wonder if I'll get mad that I'm not moving. What if I send myself back up? What is he gonna do?
Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Nonsense. That is why. Well, it doesn't turn on. It sends me back to the office, I assume.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Well, we can always go back down.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I don't know. Let's see here and continue on.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
Nah, I can't do that too. You know what? I'll mess with it one more time.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me. Oh my God. It's the
Oh, that
boss's
freaked me
office.
out. It is the
This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
I didn't think he actually this would do anything. This game's perfect.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
Why? You're just a narrator at the end of the day.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Blind me.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Well, do something. No, let's go back up. He isn't saying anything. Say something, narrator. Watch him not say anything. If he doesn't, I'll move on.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill.
What?
Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice
But
and
what?
slow?
This is what my tomfoolery gets me. Gotcha.
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started.
Delight.
But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises? To have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal. This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years. And it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why... Oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This...
One second, I'm just gonna pause real quickly. Sorry for the delay, guys. My dad just needed
Is
to
the
talk to me.
kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh good, we're here.
Wait, what is this?
Okay, the room where we're holding
No.
the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
I don't want to. Stanley, all eyes on Stanley live on stage. What? I don't want to hold a press conference. What is all this? Okay. It's the guy who went to Mars, how we did it, the pyramids. World's healthiest human being. All tricks revealed, bro. I'm dead. What is all this? World peace.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
What? World's first sentient machine. Both Stanley tonight live on stage. Stanley live on stage. But I want to go through that way. But whatever. But there's such a doing great conversation with Alex Inter's.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley.
Your boss.
Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
What does this stuff say? Story Stanley. Me, Dad, age 6. Thanks for showing me that cool sketchboard trick in the parking lot. You were too cool. Okay, what? Okay, this is all just nonsense. Wait, there's an actual book called Up Again, Down Again. I'm dead. What does that say? Congratulations, remember where you came from. Cool. Nice to know. More books. I probably shouldn't have seen this, but you never know. Oh wait, there's even more posters. The guy who went... Sure. What? That's crazy. Oh, that's what he looks like. What, did I pass out?
Yeah.
I hope so. No. So that was it? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Well,
decided to
I'm
go
just
to the
gonna mess with
meeting
my
room.
coworkers.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, now we actually listen to this guy. Oh. So input receipt, that's probably going to be constantly popping up.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, the left door.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. and so the boss had assigned it an extra
I
secret
definitely don't
pin
remember
number,
the
2845.
2845.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
I like making this guy mad, it's fun.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Appeasing, he stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Now we go down.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Wait. Escape. But mind control. But escape. I just want to jump off. You know what? I'll do mind control.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I can get on this chair. Wait, I can get up there. Yes, I can. I know I can. I know I can get up here somewhere.
This mind control
like
facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Mind controls, idle waiting input. I wonder if I walked away what he would do. Doesn't look like he's doing anything. Well, let's turn off this
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Oh, no matter what, you have to. Dang.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Okay. Okay, cool. We got trophies.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Nice.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Nice. I wonder what other trophies there are. Click on door 430 5 times. So
How
basically,
long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Wait, where's 430?
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing
I will
true
do
effort for a
this.
noble cause.
What do you mean true
Perhaps
effort?
50
This is
clicks will
effort.
do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
I will get
No,
this.
no, 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 I'm still not feeling it. I want this trophy to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost. Why
Okay.
don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Okay, let's go to 417. It's right here.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Where's 437? 426.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Cool, where's 415?
Now, back to door number 437.
Okay. Time to go back.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
What's the copy machine? What is that? Cool. Wait, so what's the copy machine? Where's that? Where's the copy machine? I gotta find where that is. Okay, so I can't jump. Okay, where is copy machine? It's in here. No copy machine in here. I will find this thing if I have to. Bruh, where is this thing? I'm
All right, back to room 417. I'm really
blind.
feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
417, let's go.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk. Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416. We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Dang, what is the narrator's problem?
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it!
Spin's
Oh,
going
wow.
crazy.
That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today.
Oh, you done? Cool. Let's continue on.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You know what? Sure. Actually, no.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who's she? Let's see.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
No. I'm gonna let it ring. I'm gonna see what happens. Because he just wants you to pick up the phone. And watch what happens if I don't. That's what I want to know. Well, narrator. Okay, looks like there's nothing.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
What?
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
No.
They want to commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
1 sec. What?
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
So it's... How nonchalantly he did that.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last,
let me get around.
Choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. Well, narrator, when we're waiting. You said not to push a button.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
Well,
and I tried
we'll
again,
see.
and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sure, yeah, let's go through it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Go
office.
upstairs, but yeah. I actually want to see where this goes. If me just going up or down does anything. So let's see here. Is this gonna do anything? Probably not, but you never know. So why not see? I don't have the patience for it.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take.
I
He fell to his knees,
password.
bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845.
Oh, it's 2845.
Statistically,
I keep forgetting.
nearly impossible to guess blindly, ever.
It's so hard to use on PlayStation.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Let's go down. Let's see here. Cool. Let's see. Let's go through this.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Well, good. I want to die.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
All right. Let's see. Let's just look down. I fell into this thing. Cool.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Wait, what just happened?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
I see, wait. Let's just keep going.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
So I don't know what's going on. I'm starting to fall a little bit asleep here. Just long night. Credits, all that. Oh. Oh. Let's see. What's this? Cookie. Cool. And just some memory stuff. Let's just keep going.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see?
I'm gonna cut you off.
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game.
It knew
As
it
long as you
was a
move forward, you'll be
PlayStation.
walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
No. No. He's gonna die.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his
Let's
co-workers.
see. What haven't we done? Oh wait, no, I know what we haven't done yet. This seems weird.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Let's keep going. This
Stanley
will be
was
the
so
last thing
bad
I
at
do.
following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the
No,
wrong
we
foot
definitely
here.
didn't.
I'm not
We
your
definitely
enemy,
didn't.
really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Yeah.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yes.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No. What if I don't want to?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Sure.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me...
Sure. Wait, what if I just went around one more time? There's no escaping it. But yeah, this will be the last thing I do.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel... No, wait. Where are you going? Right. Where were we?
Well, comments, concerns, questions?
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I'm gonna mess with him.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
I'll do this.
Please, Stanley, think... No! Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room? There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Yeah, but... No.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
You can hear him being sad.
No, no, what are you doing, Stan? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Let's see what happens if I start walking back down. Doesn't seem like nothing happens.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Oh, I can do that for you.
Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Whoa.
I know you'll see. You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
1 sec. I actually do want to see something here. I'm seeing here if like anything happens. I just... let me see here. So it doesn't seem like anything's gonna happen. I'll see. Looks like nothing's happening, so yeah.
No, perhaps not. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game?
Yes.
That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally
I let
willing
you
to
stay
kill
in that
yourself to
room.
keep me from being happy. Am
Well,
I
I
reading
let
the
you be in the room
situation
still.
correctly?
As you stay in the room, but Geronimo.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore.
Bruh,
I just wanted us to get along.
we are
But
getting
I guess that
along.
was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is
I let you
yours.
stay in the room for a while, but now it's death.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm going back.
I wonder where that last input is. I remember seeing that, but I don't remember where it is. You never know. Ooh. Oh. I was hoping this wouldn't happen now. This is it? Pushing the buttons? What happens next? There's that's it. Come on. This. Okay, maybe it just slowly just. How do you get out of this? Is one. I got that ending, it seems. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, there we go, and I will say I think that is going to be the end of this session here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am just getting so much tired now. I really need to eat something anyway. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good night, and see you guys in the next one. And goodbye.